welcome to the D1 podcast. And so my name is Carl, and we have recorded this episode multiple times. Numerous amount of times. Would I be right in saying that, Ev?
Yes.
He looks at Evan like it's. Would I be right in saying that, Evan?
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so Carl, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
No.
No, don't really feel like it.
No, I don't think I will.
That's the way. Name's Carl. Co-host
Alright.
of this podcast.
Well, I'm
Fuck
the
you.
host.
Go ahead.
Well, we're all co-hosts,
Yeah,
really,
we're all
aren't
the
we?
host, yeah.
Thought you were about to shoot me out.
Alright, I'll go. I'm Adam. I made the same joke last time, but I'm insecure about my height, so that's me.
5'7".
Go ahead, Evan. 5'7.5", Evan. Go ahead, Evan.
I am Evan. I hate Adam Rafferty.
Yeah, but anyway, this podcast, for anyone who was wondering, this podcast is genuinely just about the four of us. Oh well, Alex should be here, but Alex is in Donegal or something.
No, he's not.
Alex
He's
is
home.
back. His mic's just not here.
Oh right, Alex is back, but his mic just is not here, and he probably wouldn't be here if his
At
mic
the day
was.
of recording this, which is the 7th of August, and it's a Friday, and it's currently 6:45.
Indeed.
Anyway,
Everything's about 7
this
today.
podcast is about three of us talking shit.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
Everything's about what, Evan?
Don't look at me like
Everything's
that.
about something.
It was a joke.
Mum's job at this table and leading.
By the way, there's just inside jokes going around, and it's
Yeah.
literally just like
It's gonna ruin the podcast for people because they don't understand.
As I've
the
said
inside
15,
jokes.
as I've said, well, we've all said about 15 times. There's already 10 people that are clicking on this video.
Yeah,
That's even if you got 10 people to get
That's
on the
it, you
video.
got 10 people clicking. So if you've made it this far, which is about what, 2 minutes, I would like
count
to.
yourself lucky.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate you because we are going to go on to a certain number of topics, and this podcast is about all kinds of topics. For the, as I said, for the people.
I'm gonna rip me t-shirt.
Or interrupt me while I was in the middle of having a big speech.
You know what? I want to interrupt you.
Mr.
I
Interrupt.
told you. I told you. If you just keep saying Mr. Interrupt, I'm gonna interrupt you even more.
But this podcast is literally just going to be about everything that comes to our mind, and
Is it?
we will ramble a lot. We are sorry for rambling a lot because the three of us have probably the IQ of a fruit fly. So we will
Added
ramble
together, that is.
Yeah, added together, that's what I meant. But yeah, so anyone else wanna take?
So the first topic of this podcast is being silenced. So, lads, Adam, I'll start off with you. What aspect of your life do you feel like you have been silenced?
Well, I said before, like I felt silence when I was a kid. When you like try to tell an adult something and they just like, oh no, he's what? He's 8? No, he's saying things. He's messing. He's trying to get attention. That's immediately what adults think.
So you
And
think age is a real aspect
Age is
of being
definitely
silenced?
an aspect of being silenced.
Do you agree with that? Do you think that although in some aspects say a 30-year-old is obviously going to have more intelligence than let's say a 12-year-old, but do you think maturity goes with the age?
No.
Not really. It doesn't depend because a child could still say like somebody breaks into the house. A child could turn around to an adult and say, "I seen somebody break into the house," and the adult can be like, "Yeah, sure you did." When the child was right, and the adult could just he's a child. He's not mature. He doesn't understand what he's speaking about. Just take that child for granted and could be wrong, and then everyone gets murdered. So
Everyone gets murdered.
Yeah.
So Evan, what about you? Any aspects in your life that you feel like that you've been silenced?
I said this last time, but I feel like I'm being silenced right now because
Evan,
I've just been told that I interrupt a lot of times. Yeah, see, look, you're just interrupting me right now.
the jokes.
You're just interrupting me right now.
The third time that we've recorded this podcast, the third time the joke's old.
The third time you have an egghead.
I mean, here's a fair point, Carl.
Okay, I do have an egghead.
Yeah.
There was no need for that big bell.
I'm sorry about that, Evan. Did I offend you on the belt?
You did
I'm
offend
sorry
me,
for
you did.
offending you. Anyway, I think
Apologies to headphone users.
Yeah, sorry for the headphone users out there. Just got absolutely ear raped. But speaking of rape,
That is something that you cannot say.
yeah, well, no, but like we are going to get onto it soon now later. Anyway, we are going to end up talking about the subject because that's what we were talking about like yesterday.
Opinions.
Right, lads, I'll give you another one. What about, as I said, age is a very good aspect of being silenced, but what do you think about gender? What gender do you feel like has been silenced the most?
Don't get me started.
I mean,
Well, I am going to get
Male.
you started on.
Male.
You think males have been
I
silenced?
think lately males have
I
been silenced.
don't believe in like all these mad different genders. Like I will, like
Support it.
if someone wants to be considered transgender, I will support them in their journey of being transgender. I will not like discriminate them in any way, shape or form. If someone wants to be bisexual, I know that's not a gender, but like if they can go ahead and do that. But the only two like genders is like male and female, in my opinion. And if someone wants to change team, then they can go ahead.
Change team.
They can go ahead and do that. But if people are turning around saying, "Oh yeah, I'm identify as a toaster with wheels on it," then no, pal, you don't. No, you don't.
You just can't. Like there is a certain level
There's a certain extent.
There's a certain way of like, oh yeah, you can be whatever you want to be, but there's like a certain actual of like you cannot actually be a toaster.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying anybody else there wants
But
to change to a toaster, but
some people do like want to identify as like furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
See the video? Well, it wasn't really a video; it was about a program, and it was this girl who acted like furniture. She wanted to live as furniture.
If not something me
Furniture.
both attempt to do.
You know what? We've attempted anything.
At some point in time, me and you have definitely tried that. But
this is why you have no friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is
why-
why he hangs around with us. But do you ever see that program? And I don't know where it is, but
It's
it's
a weird old boy.
some bloke wants to have a sexual relationship with his car, and
Oh,
Oh
train
my
stations.
God.
rides the exhaust pipe.
World train
horrible.
stations.
Bro, what like? Imagine sticking you and Mickey in the exhaust pipe of a Ford Focus and saying, "This is my partner."
And look, did you be pure eating the walls of the gaff and all?
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
Do you ever see him leading
I own that
pick the car?
rocks.
like, just get down the local and get a bag of chips. Like, you don't have to eat your gaff.
Oh, I don't
Do you
know.
know what I'd never be able to do?
What?
Do you ever see
A podcast.
Yeah, for a start. No, we can do this.
Hoarders?
Hard?
Hoarders.
Oh, don't get me started.
Hey,
I call you a whore now.
they hit me straight in the heart.
No, well, hard. That's. I wouldn't be able. See, you ever see like the programs of people that live in like all those like piles and piles of rubbish and
Clothes.
stuff?
Adam is hoarding in this corner right now.
That's because I have nothing to put the podcast yet. That we aren't gonna use any day soon. Like we have pop filters and all there. We can look professional now if we want, but nah, I don't think
Yeah,
we
you
will.
just
Nah,
bought a lot of
we-
random shit.
Won't be me and my girls.
Yeah.
You're the only one here who wanted to use a pop filter.
Yeah, Carl, you wanted to use
Okay,
it.
sure. Okay. So, lads, another thing, being on the topic of being silenced. Race.
Here we go.
We talked about this last night. Well, we tried to
Race
do
and
it.
skin colour.
Everything we because we are Caucasian males, Caucasian straight males. Everything we say will some way or another come off as racist
Fair enough.
or sexist to people. Because I'm not saying that like.
Wait, 1 second. I was just saying, the laptop in front of me, Sky News Daily with Dermot Monaghan. The real heroes
Look how
in the
proud
fight
of
against COVID-19 are women.
What?
The what?
You laptop just done in 180.
The real heroes in fight against COVID-19 are women.
Actually, no, that men and women.
And guess who that was? Guess who that's from?
A woman.
A woman.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously.
But if a male was to write that,
Yeah.
there would be
Oh, there
backlash.
would be a
No,
lot of
100%.
backlash.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to say that there is no
Oh,
respect.
women are in this too.
Yeah, no,
No
obviously
shit.
men and women are both in the fight to COVID-19, but you can't just say directly, no, women are the only. Like, there's male doctors, they're helping people. No, fuck that, women are the only.
I'm not getting into the topic of
Yeah,
of
no,
coronavirus
yeah,
right
that
now.
road.
We
Not today.
Yesterday we all promised that we weren't going down the road of COVID-19 because there's just too much going on. And
It's not the cure to COVID-19.
It is. No.
no, do you know? Yeah, we're not gonna go down that
The
road
video's old.
because there's just too much been going on and we don't feel like talking about that. So for everyone watching who was waiting for a COVID-19 talk,
Keep waiting.
Keep
Sorry,
waiting.
you'll be left waiting.
yeah, we're never gonna talk about that. So Madeleine McCann,
Missing.
I
Gone.
keep saying, oh,
Dead.
Evan.
Buried. Pile of bones.
I keep-
Dead.
that's not funny.
That's not funny.
That's just not funny.
No. You can all agree.
She is dead.
She's dead.
I will like validly say.
I genuinely
in a
do
lecture.
think she's dead.
No, right. We got on this subject yesterday, and I want to say the same thing that I said like 5 times already. That I have to repeat myself on because this podcast was attempted like 20 times. I genuinely had to forget what I was gonna say. I had something ready there.
Oh,
Madeleine McCann, like, oh yeah, about the documentary about the man who confessed to killing him.
Will you
I-
still say you did not watch, but still always refer to it?
No, but I'm saying though, like, this man, if he's like I think he should. He is the killer. Like, if somebody's just gonna come out, like, what, 14 years after the disappearance of it and say, oh yeah, I killed her. Like, yeah, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, but at the same time, I could come out next week and say I killed her.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done that throughout the years.
Yeah, anyone can just come out and just say, yeah, I have murdered this person.
Yeah, but like at the same time, they can't. And I don't know what I'm talking
They
about.
wouldn't, but
I just think it's so random to happen at this exact time. And I think that this lead is the best lead. Not that I've watched the documentary, I probably should, because I've ranted on about this for about 10 hours.
before anyone asks, no, this video is not sponsored by Coca-Cola or Doritos.
I'm sorry.
Why will you fuck off doing that?
You've done it as well.
Yeah, and it was cut
And it was
out.
cut out.
Oh, fair enough.
It was deleted.
I've done it in that direction.
You know, you like the mics pick up sound of them.
Yeah, just stop.
Oh, sorry.
You look like that pelican beside you. It's like a pelican.
like black eyes, yeah.
It's a toucan.
Toucan.
Son.
Yeah, we used
Token out of South Park.
Yeah, we'll use toucan. Fuck off.
That was so funny, Carl.
The door's there, car.
Why are you laughing so hard into the mic, Carl?
Yeah, gas,
That
aren't
mic
you?
picks up sound, it does, yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. Kill yourself.
Shut up.
Anyway, what do you have written down on your list of wishes for this Christmas?
For this Christmas.
No, I was gonna.
Yeah, that.
My dad
Add that, actually. Add that. I'd love add that.
Fair point. Shout out to the people who have.
Alright, we're going
Unlucky.
off track. You literally just turned around and brought this to Amanda McCann and nothing. We were going on about being silenced about race and skin colour.
Oh, sorry.
But you know what? We're gonna ramble on anyway.
We're gonna
so
ramble
like,
about anything, anyways. We're gonna end up on different subjects. So,
Fair enough.
what will be on the subject of being
So
silenced?
it's for your race and skin colour.
I think at this point, people and races have been silenced for so long that it's just getting childish at this point. For the people who are still racist, they should just be murdered.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not saying
not
they should be murdered.
Not up to that standard,
Yeah,
but
obviously.
like, I do agree with you on that. Racism in this day and age is just,
Yeah,
it's just baloney,
like, just
really.
wake up. Like, Americans turn around and say, right. They turn. I'm not.
Oh yeah, blame it on the Americans.
That's usually what people do. I'm sorry, I'm not blaming it on Americans, but
get blamed.
a lot of Americans turn around. I'm not saying all Americans do this. I do support America, but a lot of them turn around and say, "Oh yeah, this is America. Speak English."
Don't get you slipping now.
Like, do you ever see why people are speaking like a different language in America and they turn around and go, "Yeah, this is America. Speak English." No, it's America. Speak America. Like,
I see the
English-
episode of someone car.
I have to
English.
say the best state in America would be Ohio, and the only bad thing that has come out of Ohio is Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
No,
Apart from that,
no. Only Jake Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul isn't that bad. Jake Paul is.
I watch
Oh
every
yeah, so
single.
Logan Paul isn't that bad yet. You can walk into a forest and film a dead
Ah, that
person.
was 2 years.
That was
That was
the,
2 years.
you know, people should be
No,
forgiven.
What?
People should. If you done that, would you expect? You wouldn't expect
But he's
forgiveness,
still
but you'd
learning. I'm not saying
expect.
he learned from his mistakes, but he's
Still done it.
still grown. Yeah, I know he still did do it. But then,
Okay, so he still bashed him, didn't he?
yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it did go to split decision twice.
And who won the second
And
one?
he won the second one.
Jeez, I'm not even fucking saying that. I'm just saying it went to split decision.
Delusional Man United fan.
I forget what we were
Delusional
what were we
Arsenal
talking
fan.
about? You're talking about yeah. Americans turn around to like a foreign person in their country speaking a different language and say, "Speak English. This is America." Do you see the irony in that statement? Speak English.
This is America.
Right.
This is America.
Bro, I
Don't
just
get
don't
you
understand
slipping
why there's so many bigots in America. I don't understand it.
I guarantee you, half of America will sit there and be like, "I speak American." No, you speak English.
Yeah, you speak English. Like
Speak American.
your country was built by English and Spanish people, and a lot of Irish as well. Like there's no actual.
You have Native Americans
the only
out
people.
of their own country.
Yeah, the only people who are actually
Hang on.
American is
Did-
Native Americans because they were the original people there.
Do you know what? Do you know what fascinates me?
What?
The fact that there's still islands out there that have not people haven't went on
Oh,
yet because
yeah.
they're run by tribes
Run by tribes, yeah. That bit.
who closed themselves from
Yeah.
any other from
And don't know what
the world.
technology is. That's
So they do not know what is going on
that's
around
so
the world
weird.
because
There's a few viewers going for the podcast. So, like them tribe members, they would have been good to get on the podcast.
I mean it's not as if we have
like imagine if you're a tribe member on an island. You have been living on the island for thousands of years, and a US jet flies over the island.
I doubt
what
to be honest,
would go
I actually think of it. I doubt they even think that they are tribes. Like, I think that's like if you were part of a tribe and you were only know about tribal stuff, I think they think that we're like
We're
don't
aliens.
exist. Like that we're like aliens. Like I think they think the whole world is just.
I think they're in ignorance. Like when they see other humans come along, they're like, no,
no kill.
kill it. Imagine if they seen a plane or a jet fly over them. What would go through their mind?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, that boys, look at that.
what that?
But anyway, I just think that's a very good.
it's a bird.
It's
It's a plane. What's a plane?
Superman, dude.
No, it's a bird. It's a.
Anyone
plane.
come with the dog?
What's a plane?
Yeah, wait, what's up? Well,
Do you know what a plane is?
Kill him.
Kill it.
kill it.
Kill it.
Get
Kill
the
it.
spear, throw it, kill it. get the crossbows.
Slice her up.
Made out of sticks and stones.
Can I see this list of yours?
Sticks
You
and
are not allowing me and Evan to go anywhere near your list. It's like your sacred list.
Right, lads.
My list of so.
Oh, this morning a statement came out.
About
So
what?
Trump says if TikTok
Oh, in 45
isn't
days?
sold in 45 days, it
Yeah.
will be banned in America.
Yeah, well, Microsoft are looking to buy it already. Oh yeah, because Microsoft.
You know what? I
are
think
the
it's a
best-
rate.
Microsoft are the best handlers of it.
I don't know whether it's a racist thing by Donald Trump or not because it's owned by
Oh,
Chinese.
so it definitely is. I'm not going to talk about Donald Trump this time
virus.
because yesterday
The China
You-
virus.
You ranted yesterday.
I got so angry when we started talking about Donald Trump. But I will say any action Donald Trump takes is 90% of the time just racist
Fair
against
enough.
other people.
Man's got a point.
Like try and tell me I'm wrong because the man is just racist and he is the definition of
Very
the word
racist.
bigot. And me and Mr. Howard
Stop.
Evan, did
Stop.
we-
Stop.
It's our time to shine.
Football
See that,
time.
Right,
I'm
lads.
stepping.
So what a few of the lads have came in. What a few of the viewers have tuned in for is the
Football.
football. It's the football segment of our podcast. So Evan, we recorded this last night and the audio files fucked up.
You know what? I'm not giving me top 20 again. You give me yours.
So you want me to give you mine,
Yeah.
right?
Because I gave you one already and it's gone back through.
So we can do yours next episode.
Yeah.
So in 20th place, I think Fulham. Just
I mean,
because-
Fulham just got promoted from the playoffs.
Yeah, just because they only scraped the playoffs.
Just because 2 days ago, Jared HD was absolutely bouncing in his chair when Fulham won.
I just think Fulham are just gonna go back down. Sure, you just think they're gonna go back down. I just
Yeah.
think they're not good enough.
I think they're going to be the Norwich next season. Then again, we could be proved wrong. We got proved wrong with Sheffield.
Fair enough. Right, 19th. I think Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
I think Villa. are
Aston
gonna go-
Villa escaped.
They only escaped by 1 point this season.
1 point.
It was so tight between Aston Villa and Bournemouth. Like, even I'm looking at it here now, 34 to 35 points and a goal difference of Aston Villa had minus 26 and Bournemouth had minus 25.
25.
That is just the definition of neck and neck. So I think Villa to go down with Fulham. And then in the last spot, do you know what?
18th.
I don't want to limb here. I'm going to say West Brom.
West Brom.
West Brom to go back down. I just
So
think
2 out of 3.
I just think West Brom's Premier League days are behind them.
Yeah.
I just think like they were good enough. They are a good side. Like they are.
They're a popular side.
They are a popular.
Everyone
side. They are
knows
a
who
good
West Brom
side. They are a good side. They do actually belong in the Premier League. I would say that. But I just
They don't
think
have
that
the
They haven't got the talent.
Yeah.
I think they have talent to be a strong Champions League side, but or Championship side. But I don't think they'll put it in the Premier League. So I think 18th, West Brom. 17th, I think.
So out of the relegation zone now.
Out just scraping the relegation zone by the skin of their teeth, Brighton and Hove Albion.
Brighton and Hove Albion. So Brighton, you think?
Yeah,
Brighton
I
came 15th last season.
I know, I do know that. And they had 41 points. The last game, they actually won Burnley 2-1, which was phenomenal. Oh, just
Surprisingly, if Burnley kept a clean sheet that game, Nick Pope would have been level with the Golden Glove on with Ederson.
fair enough. I like me a good Shane Duffy. Tell you that.
Good old Shane Duffy.
I like me. Well, they did. In fairness, they did end Burnley's home run with a win at 2-1. They did do that.
I mean, the last time United lost there was Burnley.
But I'm not about United. Okay?
I know, but I'm just gonna put that out there because I'm a United fan.
So I think scraping the relegation zone is Brian. 16th. I'm gonna go with West Ham.
Again?
I'm gonna go with West Ham.
Wait, you just... Oh, no, never mind.
I'm gonna go with West Ham. I'm going to maintain their
Position for last
position.
season. I
Now-
mean, with David Moyes in,
Well, I'm not saying like they have got the talent. They 1000% have the talent.
Michael Antonio is good when he wants to be.
Antonio's a phenomenal player.
Felipe Anderson is
Mark
great.
Noble, I just genuinely look up to him. I just look at Jack Wilshere when he played for Arsenal, phenomenal.
There's one
he went to
person.
West Ham, he kind of dropped down a little bit, but he still is one of the best players at West Ham. I'll give him that. I have to say, as much as I don't like him, Declan Rice has been phenomenal this whole season.
He nearly scored a banger against United until Paul Pogba put his hands
Everything
up.
is about United.
Everything is gonna be about United.
So annoying. So yeah, I'm predicting West Ham to stay 16th.
Okay. For 15th.
15th.
Harbin.
I'm gonna say Newcastle. Just because I know they finished 13th this season. I know they have also Maximan.
St. Maximan is such a good player, by the way.
I know he is, but he deserves better. He deserves better, 100%.
You know what? I actually think a move to. I was gonna say Wolves.
I think a loan spell for St. Maximan would be 10 times better. Just for
What to a better club?
just like the Bundesliga or the league or something.
No. I think if he used to move to another club, I think he should stay in the Premier League. I definitely think. You know who? What player he kind of looks like?
Who?
He looks like he'd play for Tottenham.
He does. He
Does look like he'd play for Tottenham. He looked like he fit in at
He
Tottenham.
looks like he fit in at Tottenham. Just because Tottenham are shitty. But yeah, I'll think.
I mean, you can't agree him and Son and Harry Kane.
I'll think
Unbelievable players.
Newcastle at 15th. 14th. I think Crystal Palace will stay there.
Same.
Just because if Zaha leaves this window, they will not finish above 14th.
If Zaha leaves this window, I think they'll be looking at a relegation battle.
I mean, Crystal Palace is a one-man team.
Basically.
Just saying. Not even gonna get into it on Crystal Palace. They're just a one-man team. Sorry for any Crystal Palace.
Off topic a bit.
What?
James McLean should move to Celtic.
Okay, Evan.
Just a bit off talking.
13th. Everton.
I mean, I would have said Southampton.
Just think Everton.
But with Carlo Ancelotti, I think they will have a better side next season if he brings in a few good players, because he is a very good manager.
I mean, do you have a good right back in Seamus Coleman? Just saying.
Just saying. best right back
Lucas
in the league.
Digny is a good player.
Digne is such a good player.
Iwobi was probably their worst one.
Iwobi proved to be a good
40
signing.
million gone down the drain. Alright,
50 million
Also,
down the drain.
can you just fuck off with Man United?
Scores again.
He's a shy. Right,
You're an Arsenal fan, Carl.
Gylfi Sigurdsson is also their best player. Well, I have to say, I think he is the best player. And Leighton Baines has actually played his last season in the Premier League.
Leighton Baines, yeah, he's gone.
So, number 11. I'm going to go with Southampton to stay here. Just because Southampton really.
Well, we're not on 12th.
We're on 14th.
Fair enough.
I think I wasn't.
No, I think because you put Crystal Palace 14th and then you just skip 13th.
Oh no, I'm on 12. So we'll go with Southampton 12 then. So I think they're going to drop off one spot.
It's not that much, to be honest.
Oh yeah, well, one spot doesn't really mean that. Like they have Danny Ings, what a player.
Proved to be an absolute top class striker this season.
I reckon Liverpool fans are biting the underneath of their nails, especially the way.
You should have sold Firmino instead of him.
Especially the way Firmino has been playing the past few days, or the past few games. He
They're going
just
to relate to his passes and his tackling just to make up for his lack of goals.
just like Firmino has his good days behind him.
Yeah.
Now well, so,
His teeth would still blind you though.
100%. So where are we now? 11th. Are we on 11th?
We are on 11th.
11th
place.
I'm gonna go with Sheffield.
Sheffield for 11th.
I'm gonna go with Sheffield. I think they were truly surprised this season with the ninth place finish. I mean, the striker David McGoldrick, like,
Best striker in the league.
Ireland's boss, right?
Best striker in the league.
Sure. He did not have a very good goal conversion rate.
He scored 2 goals all season, and that was in one game near the end of the season.
Exactly. Like, just
Still to go. He's to go.
if they do not sign more attackers, they will finish in the 11th place or below. 10th.
Well, they're gonna need a goalkeeper.
10th, Burnley.
Nick Pope's there, go.
What?
Nick Pope's there, go.
Stay. I think Nick should stay.
I don't know. No teams are really looking for a goalkeeper, to be honest.
Exactly.
Actually, Chelsea need a goalkeeper.
But would Nick Pope fit in at Chelsea? I don't think so. I know,
To be honest with
he has the talent.
the English back line
He has the
with
talent.
Tomori, Reece James, and players like that.
Thought this was meant to be me talking.
Yeah, I know. Look, I just see if I can fit in at
He
Chelsea.
has the talent. He is, as far as goalkeeper goes, he's 28. He's still young-ish as far as goalkeepers go.
He still has a good few years.
He has his prime ahead of him.
Yeah.
I'd say he's just going into his prime now. So I reckon he should stick around at Burnley. So that was Burnley's place. 10th, 9th. I'm gonna go with. Just gonna go with Leicester.
Leicester 9th.
I'm gonna go with Leicester 9th.
Leicester.
I know they had I know that is a shocker, but I'm gonna go with Leicester.
Screwing the absolute shit out of me.
Mainly because Vardy's getting old.
Right, let me speed this up so this blatant thick bastard can come back in.
Vardy's getting old. So I know he's 33 and all, but I mean they have Ndidi. Ndidi is just savage. He's just a savage. And they have Demarai Gray, a young, talented midfielder.
No, who I think is underrated.
Who?
Harvey Barnes. I think he's very underrated.
Wes Morgan also. I mean, they're gonna have to upgrade.
You say
the
Wes
defence.
Morgan.
They're gonna have to upgrade that defence with Wes Morgan on 36. The bloke is 36, man.
He's not good. He's not a good player either.
Give him his pension and let him go.
He just needs to retire. He's footballing. He won the Premier League with Leicester. We'll give him that. His footballing days are over.
Give him his pension and let him go, man.
Okay, come on, speed her up a little bit. 8. Whoa. Now we're getting into the big leagues.
Gonna say Wolves.
Wolves.
They're gonna drop off in spot. I know they have a very very good side with Raul Jimenez and the rest of them Mexican takeover, but I just think that they're gonna finish 8. Purely, I just think they're gonna finish 8. 7th.
What do you mean you mean the Portuguese takeover?
Same thing. I was waiting for
Kind of a bit racist, to be
I'm
honest.
sitting here looking at you and I said the Mexican takeover, and I've been sitting there waiting for you to correct me.
Fair enough.
Trying to test your knowledge, I'm just a mug. And just make myself look like a tick now.
Yeah, you are indeed.
So 7th, I think Tottenham Hotspur are going to drop off one spot. And
Okay, yeah, that's all he's gonna say about that.
Yeah, you mean Son, shy, yep.
No, my son is a baller.
Sure, you mean Son, shy. A ball. 5th.
Don't even. Didn't you? Why you had to skip in 6th?
What?
Why did you skip 6th?
6th.
Arsenal.
No.
Oh. I put Arsenal 5th.
6th, I'm going to put you on.
You just know that's not true though.
I have a feeling with the amount of gloating that you have been doing I just think that sixth.
Mouth.
Your man's fat.
Mouth.
Your man's fat.
Your man's a fossil.
So I think Arsenal are going to I think fifth. I'm going to go with my beloved Arsenal. I think we're just going to miss out on Champions League again.
I'm just gonna say this: we are not coming below Arsenal. I'll shake hands and tell you right now, we are not coming below Arsenal.
Get them big dirty hands out of my face.
Dirty hands. Don't wanna look at me
Get
hands.
them big musky hands out of my face.
Yeah.
Sandpaper.
Still bigger than your head.
Fourth spot.
Again.
Fourth spot. Chelsea.
Again. Fuck Chelsea.
Just gonna say.
Olivier Giroud was a baller.
Fair enough. Sure.
Even though he can't run behind him.
Okay. Well.
We won't say about Harry Maguire.
There we go.
So warm.
Have we missed a team?
I think we've missed a team.
I think we have missed a team, to be honest.
Did we miss a team? I don't know. Did we?
We did.
What team did we miss?
Because we're on third and there's only 2 teams left.
Liverpool, City, United, Chelsea, Leicester, Tottenham, Wolves, Arsenal, Sheffield, Burnley, Southampton, Everton, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Brighton, West Ham, Aston Villa, and the other 3.
I can't remember. Well, do you know what? We'll just go for what everyone thinks. I predict City to win the league next year.
Okay, fair enough.
I just predict City to win the league next year. It doesn't matter about the rest of the
Fucking hate
table.
Liverpool,
I
by the way.
predict City to win the next.
I genuinely
win the
hate
league next
Liverpool. I hate Liverpool. Just gonna put that out there. Hate Liverpool.
Right, lads. I'm gonna get off this topic before me and Evan absolutely jump out the table and batter each other just because Evan is such delusional.
No. It's just because Carl Rapper thinks Arsenal are better than you know.
I just never said that.
Even though you said you said to finish above us,
So
you just won't.
that's my prediction.
You just won't.
I also predict you. I think let's say just keep going, lads. Right, lads. Now we have Adam back
What's up, guys? I guess you missed me.
No.
for some technical difficulties, and so now the fourth topic is our experiences as a teenager in Ireland. Anyone want to volunteer going first?
Not
I
me.
think the 2000s had an influence on us. Like the era that we grew up in. Like, if we grew up in any other era, like say if we were only born 2013, like we'd be growing up in the 2010s. My arsehole would I like to grow up in the 2010s. I'm sorry, I wouldn't like to grow up in the 2010s. But yeah, I had a very happy childhood.
Same.
I'm just happy that I wasn't born to the Fortnite Logan Paul era.
Yeah, just read it.
Okay.
No, read the caption, you thick bastard.
Oh.
Well, you could have keep talking.
Sheriff way.
The sheriff way.
The sheriff way.
Well, yeah, okay.
This is the part of the podcast where we get people coming off.
Yeah, we don't know what to say now. But anyway, yeah.
So you were like,
You had a very good experience growing up.
Peak.
I had a decent experience growing up. It was good. Like, could have made it better myself because I spent too much time doing a lot of other stuff. Gaming, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I've been really staying up for some.
That's the second time he's referred to that today, by the way. Not on the podcast, but
you
second
stayed up
time.
for a whole summer.
It was 8 years ago.
get over it.
It's a whole summer, Evan.
It was 25 degrees out earlier on, and you decided to sit in playing Fortnite.
If you add up all the days of that whole summer, that will be more than 20. That will be at least over 100 degrees. Whole summer.
Oh well, I'm guessing it'd probably be over 100 degrees since it's over 10 degrees every day.
For one day, but he stayed in for an entire summer.
The bloke.
It was 7.
He was lying.
It was 7 years ago.
I'm not 18. I'm not an adult, so it doesn't really count. About what?
7 years ago.
We're going off topic again. Let's come on, come back.
Me and Adam are just gonna jump down each other's throats because he's trying to contradict me. You know why you were sweating is because that window's closed.
And it's a rule that you're just not allowed to contradict Evan Doody because his hands are bigger than his laptop.
Because
and it's, like,
everything
in
he
front of
says
me.
is right.
Yeah, apparently so. Even though most of the things that he said is
Oh,
completely.
sorry, you
bullshit.
fixed my hair.
Yeah, if I went like that to you.
It doesn't duck the one.
But you bleeding box troll hands. I feel like that's a very underrated.
If anyone
joke.
out
Should have
there
laughed at that one.
that is still watching this and knows Evan Doody, you know what we're on about. His hands are fucking huge.
His hands are big.
hands are huge.
Everything I've ever
They're just too big.
Like Darren Ness.
There's no-
There's no justice. There's no justice.
need for
There's no
for his
justice.
hands to be that big.
The hands are the only thing at that bit. Anyway, speaking of, let's continue.
So, your experiences as a teenager growing up. Did you look? I'm gonna do a little interview here with about you. So,
Him interviewing us, we don't interview him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
because I'm always the one that can actually keep a conversation
Oh
going.
yeah, man.
Aye, yeah.
Keep a conversation.
Here we go.
He just
Ask.
messes and I can keep a conversation.
Fair enough.
Then I end up laughing at him messing. Go
Fair. Well, like he has a point there. So, do you think that if you were to grow up in a different area other than the north east inner city, that you would enjoy your life as you do now?
Oh.
That is a very big debate.
You know what? I don't think I'd have the.
What's the question directed towards you?
I think you were asking the both of us.
Yeah,
Or-
that's
I was
like
not asking the both of us.
Well, I was looking at Adam when I was asking the question. Okay. Like, well, carry on, Evan.
I'm not. We can.
Show name,
We
Evan.
wouldn't have the experiences that we'd have.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have had like the
Definitely wouldn't have the
like
experiences.
all the stories that we had, like all the ghost train all around the dog. Like if we wouldn't have experienced stuff like that.
I'm guessing that some places we obviously have different.
Like the North Wall was probably the best place we could have grown up. I'm not saying it's the best in the whole planet.
And
obviously.
we can all say rest in peace to the doc. Rest in peace.
No,
SSC for life.
not that. I don't think there's anything wrong with the new trail being built. Yeah, actually, what do you think about the new trail?
Love it.
I'm in love with it. It's
So
I mean,
very
the
useful.
first time I walked down it, it felt very, very
It
weird.
did feel weird, yeah.
But I love it. I think it's
You
a-
look at it and you think it's the end of an era.
Yeah.
The dock has been there for so long, and it's where Sherva had all the bonfires.
Like,
now it's gone.
I said this last time, even though it is kind of breaking the law. It's not like we can't have bonfires there anymore, but
I can't.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like, we're not gonna disrespect that, are we? No.
I mean, fair enough.
that is our area now.
Yeah, that
so
is- yeah,
it'd
we
be like
know.
having a bonfire in the middle of the pad, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I wanted to say I'd like to give Swan Youth Service a shout out.
You big up Swan.
You up, Swan?
This video was brought to you by Swan Youth
This video was
Service.
brought to you. There technically is, to be
Technically,
honest.
it is. Swan provided us with this table
And Adam Rafty money bags.
and Evan, sure, but and a trolley outside that brought this table and also a few cables that John
That we
is-
probably wouldn't have been able to do the
Wouldn't it?
podcast
Yeah, I
without
know,
that.
yeah.
And actually, lads, while we're here talking about Swan, you might as well. How has Swan and the other youth services helped you during your time growing up?
Can we even talk about topic for more than like 5 minutes?
No, we can't.
We switch topics like parkour or something.
Because you always switch the topic.
I just
We were talking about racism earlier on. You were talking about racism or something earlier on. You just turned around and says, "Well,
Madam McCann.
Because it was a joke. I didn't actually want to talk about Madam McCann.
Yeah, well, then why would you bring it up?
Because it was a joke.
Yeah, then Evan started saying things and you were
So-
like, that's not funny.
Sorry, there's a lot of sweat on your chair. I'm absolutely boiling in
sweat
this
on me
room.
at the beginning.
I'm
Lads,
boiling
like,
in this
when we
room.
came in here, it was 23 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And I wore a hoodie. That was a good rate.
Adam, you haven't moved outside your house all day.
What?
You haven't moved outside your house all day.
No, I was in my dad's all day.
Playing Fortnite, by the way.
Right, so back to what we were on about.
Yeah.
How has Swan helped you?
It has helped me, but I think it's really helped the area. Like,
Oh.
it's definitely helped people in the area, and it's made a very big globe to this area, and it's the people that are in it. Is shown me that like there's other sides to people that you wouldn't think twice about, and it's just really opened up like new, like I wouldn't say possibilities, but it has helped me a lot throughout the years, and I'm very very thankful for.
So what you're saying is Swan has opened your eyes more or less.
yeah, in a nutshell.
Like, I know from being from this area myself that like soon
It's
everyone gets judged on their appearance.
Yep.
100%. And it has happened to us, but we are also culprits of doing it ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Everyone is.
when you go to Swan, it's like you can be yourself.
Yeah, when you go to Swan, no matter who you are, everybody is sound.
You're accepted.
Like everybody is just like, yeah, what's up? My name's.
And that's not just Swan, that's youth services around the globe.
Yeah, but Swan make it more local. If you
Yeah. Swan it makes you feel at home.
Yeah,
Right,
it
doesn't
really does. Swan opened up like talking to new people for me and like.
There's one new possibility that's happened to the three of us that came out of Swan.
What?
We've all learned how to play an instrument.
Oh, 100% I've
You've learned how to play piano. Me and Carl have learned how to play
I've
guitar.
learned how to play guitar.
I've learned how to play the drum
I mean,
as well.
I was in the process of learning how to play.
If it wasn't- if it
I know
wasn't-
all the chords.
If it wasn't for Swan, I don't think I'd be able to be sitting here and use a computer. That's
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Or even
No, actually, Future Kids on server. Sorry.
I have any of
Travis.
we could I'd have no knowledge of what's actually in front of me right now.
Yeah, neither. Not that we do. Like,
Yeah, fair
No,
enough. We have a little
It
bit.
took us a while to get around Audacity, and yeah, shout out to Audacity by the way. It took us a while, but
The audacity of the cider.
Evan, you've made this joke many times, and it never
It's
gets
not
funny.
funny,
It's
man.
not funny, bro.
do it on purpose.
Yeah, well, stop.
But yeah, Audacity is a good podcast, and come over we. So
What?
not sponsored by the way.
So if you're looking to get started on your very own podcast, this
Please
is
don't-
probably,
don't steal our
You have
thunder.
at least over 300 in your bank and a laptop.
And you
You
probably
need, and you need to have an Abernathy.
do not get a HP laptop. I'll tell you. Probably
Yeah.
invest into an Apple
Definitely get an
Yeah.
Apple laptop. Do never get a Windows laptop.
MacBook or a Mac.
Yeah, Mac.
MacBook
Anything
Pro,
with Mac in it, just get it. It's just easier. Makes life easier.
One thing that most people do not know about Swan is that they have a Garda Youth diversion. Do either of you know what a Garda Youth diversion?
Well, I do now since what you said yesterday, but
But do either of you know?
I didn't really know what you said yesterday about
I
it, but
forget
go ahead.
already.
So a Garda Youth diversion is Swan. The two Garda Youth diversion workers in Swan are Sinead and Billy. So the two workers in there, you will have to be referred to the Garda Youth diversion. So it's like, wouldn't say troublesome people, but people that have a lack, not a lack,
Not like you said the exact same.
trouble with
Lacking.
learning and trouble with coping
Coping,
and doing like this, that, and the other. Evan, shut the fuck up! You're not funny, man. Shut up! You're not funny.
Turn that camera off. Because I'm going to jump across this table and I'm going to choke this fucking...
Do it.
Choke the chicken, get the egg out of
Do
it.
it.
You sure about that?
Do it.
Yeah,
You sure about that?
Close your laptop.
Do it.
You sure about that?
Guys,
Close the laptop on your forehead.
Go.
I'm gonna refer you to the Garda Youth diversion.
Start just around the corner.
Make me turn the laptop.
We're not gonna
Hold your laptop.
you know, we're not gonna have one time where me and Carl aren't gonna fight in between our podcast.
interrupting. I was listening to him.
Why are you listening? No, you weren't listening. You didn't care.
I literally
You didn't care. You didn't care.
And I was literally turning around and said Copenhagen.
Yeah, Copenhagen. Shut the fuck up, Evan. Shut up.
Wait, back to what I was saying. Right? So you have to be referred to the Garda Youth diversion, and it's like, if I'm right in saying, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's right in saying like, instead of like JLOs, like you will get referred to the Garda Youth diversion from a JLO officer, and it is to help people not veer down the wrong track of society.
Yeah.
So it says here, each young person involved in the project goes through an assessment to find their individual needs and strengths. The staff and young person design a program of activities specifically to meet the needs of the young person, which I think is absolutely phenomenal, and they should get there in that. The primary referral is from the JLO, and you should get that. You should get the GYDP into more youth services around, because that Swan is the only one that I've heard of. I'm not saying it's the only one that has it, but it is the only one that I've heard of having a GYDP. And there's a secondary referral that can be refused by the community guard, family and schools, and agencies that work with young people, so like Jigsaw. And a young person can also refer themselves, and it's between the age groups of 12 and 18. So
Swan is essentially like a gateway to be like, here's a way to get a better life.
exactly, and
Yeah.
that's what makes it so unique.
Yeah, I love Swan. Like, dude,
Here's the way to
are
be
you
a simp.
sure that there's no other youth services that do that?
I'm not sure. Don't hold me up to that.
Yeah, I won't, yeah.
I'm not sure. Another thing in Swan, SYS Studios.
Don't even get started.
SYS Studios is probably, it was founded in 2019.
Was it?
2013 by a group of young people.
Mm.
So a group of young people like ourselves,
Yeah.
we're in Swan,
Mm.
and we're like, we need music.
Yeah, we need music.
So Swan were like,
Big up to John White.
Big up the
shout out John White and
John White, the
shout
main
out
man.
to John White and Eileen, you absolute go.
We can all agree, John White's the go.
They've
John
Go of all goats.
they've probably like put a lot of people with like creative mind into a lot of people.
You know the record. So Swan have a recording studio downstairs. Do you know how long that recording studio is there? 3 years.
No.
Paddy Bean
I remember
and Dylan
when
Joyce launched that recording studio in 2017.
I remember when it was built
Wow.
in 2017. I remember like they got the whole thing done up and I made a smaller room because there used to be. Do you know the way there's a window in the recording studio?
Did.
That window was just like there was no room there. It was just open. You could see the window from like the main room where the pill tables are. You could just see through that window. And then they just built a mini recording studio like in front of it. It was so sick at the time.
That's
I still remember.
It's just an amazing way of coping with space, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but like the amount of times I felt sweaty in that record. Gee, oh my god.
Well, I mean,
I feel sweaty right now.
There's other things like the film club. Film club is good.
I've never
Film
tried it.
club is
I'd
back,
probably,
to be honest.
probably get into it. Me and Evan definitely need that.
There's
Boy.
actually more thing in there. There's one thing that I've never seen anywhere else called "What's Your Issue." It's run by Shireen and Adele. Do you remember that thing that was in Crow Park? And all the like Arden Conley.
Yeah.
You know Arden Conley.
Yeah.
The future.
Shout out to
The
Arden
future.
Conley.
What did you say?
So what's his issue?
Another one fight is the thing go.
You.
Yeah.
Is he, yeah?
Get out.
Oh Jesus.
Get out.
I don't run this household now.
Me and Kyle have done
Right,
more.
so Swan do What's Your Issue with Lord's Youth and Community Services and Ballybock Youth Community Service with the artists who we will know as Shireen and Adele.
Adele,
Adele probably one of the nicest people in the world.
Yeah, she's-
Shireen is probably the most helpful person when it comes to technology.
That's everyone in Swan though.
They all have their
so
expertise.
nice. That's so
They all have their
nice.
expertise.
I'm happy that Swan has the leaders that it has.
Like when we were like, I don't think there has been one time where I haven't stopped and had a chat with Kelly and Matt, who are street workers on the street. If they
See
walk
them
past,
everywhere.
you see them everywhere, and there's no way that I won't have a chat with them. Noel and Angie as well, and Eva. Eva's on maternity leave. Big up Eva. Big up Eva if you're watching. Hope the baby's doing well, love. Noel, Angie, Eva, Kelly, and Matt are probably the soundest people that you will see walking.
Matt the tall fella.
Matt is
Yeah.
the top
With the mad deep voice.
and the people
On the
that,
black hair.
the people that I came out Swan. Oh shit! Like the friends we've made through Swan,
Yeah.
and
And you have made a new friend.
Who?
Well, I don't really want to say names,
Yeah,
do
I'm
we?
not allowed to name now. Oh.
man, your jokes aren't funny. No,
When your jokes aren't funny, Evan.
your jokes aren't funny.
Shut up, Evan. Shut up, Evan.
Wasn't even a joke.
Yeah, we know. Someone get this man a fucking razor.
Yeah, that's the thing about Evan. Evan shaves and then grows his hair back 12 minutes later. That Evan is just always hairy. And I'm guessing not only on his face.
Also on his legs, yeah.
On his legs, yes, he has very hairy legs.
Put my foot up. I would put my foot up on the table, but the thing would probably collapse.
The table will collapse. Yeah. I already said thank you, Swan, for giving us the table.
I'm Miss Ginger.
I'm so thankful for Swan.
Same.
Like in many ways, more than one. Like they've just
Might
provided.
seem like what licking Swan's arse, but like
That just-
genuinely, if anyone that's in Swan that is watching this, if you sit down and think of what Swan has done for you,
Yeah, Swan is.
just think of it. Like without Swan, you wouldn't be where you are today. I don't care what anyone says. You would not be. Most of the things that you have done, you wouldn't be able to say you have done if it wasn't for Swan.
It has a very proud influence on.
I haven't been in Swan for that long.
What?
I haven't really been in Swan for that
Yeah, you've
long.
only been in Swan like a year now.
A year or two, yeah.
We've been in it about what, 5 or 6 years now.
We've been in it about seven or eight.
I think it's 5 years I've been in it. That's it.
I've just
Been
been
12. Well, as soon as I came out of primary school, I joined Swan.
Yeah, I was-
So many times he's told me to join Swan, like
Yeah, and he
between
refused
so many
You said it
years
to me
ago.
a million times as well. And it's,
And I just never joined.
I was 9 when I joined Swan. I think I was 9 or 10, and then you were like 12. Yeah.
The first night I joined Swan was still to this day be the funnest night, because I don't know what happened. Like ever since then, it's been mad boring. Remember when Eileen set up the thing? And when Eileen set up the yoga, it's like, oh yeah, put in a song request, and we were all sitting there jumping around. There was loads of us there. This was, I think, February 2019. Guessing.
The month that
Actually,
Evan and Luke went posty, and I wasn't invited.
yeah, I wasn't avoided because there was only 2 tickets, and big up to Luke's dad, who actually
Mark Fay.
got the
Mark
tickets.
Fay is also another person in the community who's done a lot for people.
Fair enough. There is a lot.
He helps every single person in this community.
There is a lot of people around this community that we should talk about.
Yeah, that we should, yeah.
We might as well. Mark Fay being one of them, and Jerry. Mark and Jerry being one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the game. Kind of is then.
Yeah, the K&A stores. If you don't have the K&A stores and you're not from Dublin, then
The K&A is a local shop, and
I request that
I think-
you go to it.
I genuinely think anyone, most of the people in every area surrounding Sheriff Street has been in the K&A.
Definitely, yeah.
100%. It is probably the best shop in the world.
Yeah, the best shop, nicest
staff.
Your
nicest-
friend Luke's dad, Mark, he's the nicest bloke.
And we're not just saying that as biased. Like,
Yeah.
what about, lads? One thing that really, really annoys me is who feels the need to vandalise the Luke Kelly
Vandalise
head?
Luke Kelly, yeah.
Who feels the need? Like, just leave.
Scumbag.
Leave the
I was
brothers.
doing it.
You know, everyone found it funny the first time.
Oh, we did- oh,
When I was in-
no,
when I was in Swan, when I was in
Yeah,
Swan
Speak for
in
yourself.
outside of when I was in Swan, no, the Swan just across from
Yeah.
the Luke Kelly statue. It was that was after, like about an hour after it just got fixed and done again. Literally seeing pictures of it, I think someone who was in there showed me pictures of it, and I was just like, what was the need?
That there is no need.
Like I've seen it on so many people's stories and people saying, oh, fresh heads.
But at the same time, right, if Luke was alive, he wouldn't care.
Yeah, you wouldn't
He
need
wouldn't
that.
care. He's just that type of bloke. He just wouldn't care.
I never knew for so long how like big Luke Kelly was in the community, and I only found out recently he died from a brain tumour.
Did he?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
R.I.P. Mr. Dory Old Town.
Yeah, no, Luke Kelly is one of the came from Sheriff Street, where we're from, and he is probably one of the biggest Irish influences. Like he came up and he was doing very good in the music industry, and he was from Sheriff Street. That's why we're all proud of who he was, because we, like, not us directly, but the area made him.
Just shows that no matter where you are
Yeah,
from,
where you come from,
can make it.
You will always, if you look up and like,
If you go down the right
if you go
path,
down the right path,
where'd you
and-
come from? God knows. If you go down the right path, you will make
yeah,
something
you
of
will
yourself.
make something of yourself, and that's why we're here doing podcasts, because we have nothing better to do.
And
And
another person who's made it around the area is just a lot of followers now on TikTok.
Justin Daniels.
But, yeah, Justin, that big shout out to Justin. Justin is a person who we all grew up with, and he is absolutely popping on
Banging.
TikTok.
He is banging
He
in
is
the views.
popping on TikTok. So if
If you don't know if you don't know
Yeah, if you
what
don't know who
TikTok
Justin
is,
is-
give your head a wobble.
No, if you don't know who Justin is, Justin Daniels 03 on TikTok.
well, in
Yes.
45 days, people in America won't know what TikTok is.
Oh, fair enough.
Hopefully no Americans watch us.
Yeah,
Another person who was we were actually in school with Justin, lads.
For
Yeah.
how many years? So many years.
and I would have been
No, it was
7, 8 years.
from 2000
before primary school as well.
from
He
2007.
was in our crush.
From 2007.
No, not crash.
From 2007
From,
until 2016.
From reception up. From reception up.
9 or 10 years.
Where are you going to 9 or 10 years?
From 2007 until
Oh, yeah,
To 2016,
So
yeah. About
So about-
we'll say 8, 9
We'll
years.
say 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
Just to keep it at that.
We were all friends with Justin, and
He's always a gas bloke, but neither.
we're not licking the arse off him. He's a very, very sound person. And Tunde as well is another person from our class.
He's been making music.
Yeah, Tunde has been.
JT's new song Mission out now. Jar
Yeah,
Fuck
everybody
TV.
go and listen to that.
Every-
That's a big shout out to Tunde.
All I'm gonna say one thing.
JT,
No matter what, there's them two people. I haven't talked to Tunde in a while.
Yeah,
Oh,
But
I'm saying-
both of them have literally just stayed the people that they are.
yeah,
100% no change. It's like fame doesn't get to them.
yeah.
And you always knew that though. Anyone that
I will always like.
another person that is actually very, very talented that came out of our school, Ross Bay.
Oh my god, he's
100% probably.
Lee is a baller.
He is
Lee is a
probably
baller.
the best footballer I've ever seen. And like
Ross,
stand down to this.
I feel like
Ross made a show me a few weeks ago.
third
Not make me.
class, made.
Every single person that was in our primary school has the potential to be the best at something.
Yeah,
Promise.
which also explains the fact why we're here making a podcast. But
Fair
still,
enough.
you know, it's not like we have.
That's because we don't have good talents.
Well, no, I feel like in our own ways we have like
Individual
our own
talents.
talents. But
Sure, did anyone else think of doing
So
a
on
podcast? Has anyone else around the area thought of doing a
no,
podcast?
no, that's what I was thinking.
They've got
we're
made
the only
it.
people that stood for like the demo podcast. You get me? Like,
Has anyone else made it?
I came up with the name.
No.
Just saying.
There you go. Daniel. Justin
oh,
Daniels.
no, Steve.
That's
Steve.
well, actually, yeah. Justin does wrestling. We didn't mention that.
Yeah, Justin does wrestling as well. Justin
wrestling.
follow. That's the thing about Justin. He follows
It's
his
his
dreams
dreams.
and he does what he wants, and he shows people that you can make it if you really do what you want.
Same
No,
with
think
Tun-
about
Same
it.
with Tunde though.
Yeah, that's it.
Same-
That's the same with Sunday.
Same with JT.
JT.
Think about it. Out of all our class, Justin was the first person to actually go ahead and try and follow his
Try and
dreams.
do something. Yeah.
Well, JT made Pappy D.
Yeah.
and
Mm.
he did want to make music.
But Justin was in wrestling before.
Is there any other famous people from our old class I'd like to? No, there's not.
Famous.
No. But
That class did. I will owe that to our old teachers.
Mark
our old
and
Mark
the rest of the class, we actually keep in touch.
Shout out to St. Lawrence O'Toole's primary school.
Larry was brown, yeah.
What about the schools that we're in now, lads? It's
Joey's.
pretty much a downgrade, really did.
So everything's going to be a downgrade from Larry's, and anyways,
A downgrade because that's kind of disrespectful. But I have been.
it's school. Who cares?
No, but like, although I know it could be disrespectful enough, but it will 100% be a downgrade. It's a
Yeah,
downgrade.
if you compare your secondary to primary, you're not gonna get like any good, like because the primary will always be
Yeah,
the
sure.
best.
It will always be what you
And
are.
plus
It's
we
always
were-
going to be where you met your
and plus
first
we were in
genuine
primary
friends.
school on the 12th to the 12th of the 12th, and I will always remember. That is just
Fair enough.
we got 12
Smarty.
smart.
By the way, we all know each other from what 2004 and 2005.
All of us are friends. of
15 years.
15.
15 years. Nearly 16.
15.
When I become.
Oh my God, we are old. We are old.
I actually think you were one of the first. Your man, cause your man, my man are friends.
Mm.
You actually see me around about the time I
Yeah.
was born. So we were like, we have been friends. Since
Well, he did live
day
around
one.
the corner.
Yeah, I was like,
You as well.
I was like everybody's first best friend. I remember.
Now I don't feel special anymore.
If you think about it, everyone from around the area
It's close.
knows each other.
Yeah, that's the greatest thing about
from
that.
years ago.
That's also something that I wanted to say is good about Dublin of how local it is.
How
That's why I'm
community-
proud of it.
How community based there is.
Yeah.
I've seen so many people who've visited or like I was about to say Dublin, but Ireland in general, and said how nice the people are. People think we're all scumbags.
There are a few places. There are a few places like where there has been some scumbag.
Oh,
acts. Obviously, like it's going to be in everywhere, but you can't just label the whole area
the
just
whole-
on one
yeah.
person's actions.
Or no, Dublin.
Another person that actually proved that made it probably one of the biggest athletes in the world, McGregor.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Kid from
McGregor
Dublin-
is
kid from Dublin with more than a dream.
McGregor is up for a lot of debate because there's a lot of like obviously controversy and stuff surrounding him. McGregor to me is like Drake. I love the shit he does, but like he's not the best of people. Like obviously McGregor is a good person.
But that is his character. Like nobody, if he didn't have that character, like yeah, he does have a good fighting
Yeah, he
record,
does have a cocky
but he
person.
would be just
Obviously
another fighter.
I'm just no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I do like his
It's the character that makes
but
him.
the stuff he has done in the past, like I don't know. I'm not.
You can't blame him.
I'm
You
not-
can't blame him on that. None of us sitting
Like,
here
you
can
can't
blame
just
him
sit
on
there and
that.
blame him on that. Like,
No,
he's
none
still
of us can
cheating.
say that.
Because
He still
everyone makes
cheated on his
mistakes.
wife.
Everyone makes mistakes.
You know, he still cheated on his wife. Though.
Yeah, but everyone makes mistakes.
Still a mistake.
They're just.
I'm not saying. I'm
all
not saying.
that's just rumors. It's never actually been.
I know
proven.
that, but
Yeah, nobody knows whether he did or not. But like, even if he did, people make mistakes. Things happen.
what I will give him though credit for though is trying to cheer at post window. That is the funniest.
Oh,
video
yeah,
I've
that
ever
is one of
seen
the
in my
funniest
life.
Oh, he
things
starts throwing cans of Monster across the crowd at
Yeah,
Nate Diaz. And Connor, don't throw that. He throws her anyway. That's some trolling arm on him.
Oh,
Give him
no,
that.
yeah, Jesus.
That's the crumbling head for you. Do a big play. Quarterback hand on him.
I shoot them boots.
Kid from
I shit
Dublin
on
with more than a dream.
But yeah, but to me Drake as well as like that. I love Drake's music, but I hate Drake as a person. I hate so much. But his music, as I said, is banging. Cause like he got a tattoo, right? I could never get over this because this genuinely done my head in. Drake got a tattoo of. Oh, you think I'll be on?
Well, I mean,
You update me from.
What did Drake get tattoo of?
He surpassed the Beatles on some sort of like record for breaking thing, and like he was this other person, only person other than the Beatles to get it. And he got a tattoo, which actually like the famous picture of the Beatles where they're walking on the road.
Across Abbey Road, yeah.
On Abbey Road. He got a tattoo of them walking across the road and him in front of them all. You realise how much of it's funny, but you realise how much of a scumbag you have to be like, yeah, look at me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I just
To be
think
honest,
it's disrespectful.
I don't know what it is, right? I'm probably gonna get a lot of slave for this, but I like Drake's music, but it's not the best.
He's
like,
overrated. I think he's overrated.
Yeah, like he's too mainstream that if you say something about his music, no one's gonna hear it.
No one's gonna.
Like everyone just knows
Yeah.
Drake can produce bangers, but he is too mainstream for you to have an opposite opinion.
No, I don't have any bad opinions on Drake. I do like his music, but I do think in many ways, more than one, he's definitely overrated. But I think there's better rappers in the game, and there's better musicians and artists in the game. He's not the best.
AKA Post Malone.
Well, that's just the
What
boy's
is
opinion.
reverse
That's just the boy's
That
opinion
is the
because
boy's
he's our
opinion, 'cause
Post
we
Malone
both-
fans.
We both love Post Malone.
Yeah. Probably two of the biggest Post Malone fans around.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, that's just my opinion on Drake. I don't know how we got to that subject. But
We're veering in and out.
at least while like going in on subjects, like we're not just like going in and out in the space of 5 minutes. But did we cross everything on the list?
One last topic that we all love.
Oh, bucket
It's
list.
starting now, so we
Bucket list.
have to
Bucket
talk
list.
about this.
Bucket list, lads. Right, so anyone want to start? I reckon Adam always starts, so Evan, go on. What's at the top?
I mean, you
top
didn't
of
start that, yes? What's at the top of
So
my
I'm gonna
list
ask you
is...
the question.
Yeah, fair enough. Don't
Shut up,
don't
man.
just
Shut up, man.
It's never me to do it before you. It's always him to say something smart.
No, it's always you to say something started.
Go ahead.
Right.
This dude. What's at the top of your bucket list, Evan?
Ask nicely.
Evan.
Don't
Evan, what is at the top of your bucket
Tell me
list?
what the
Could you
fuck's
please tell us?
Tell me what the fuck's at the top of your list, man.
Acting. It's definitely at the top
What
of the
type of
list.
acting?
Any sort of acting?
Like
Like a river rock
and
adult?
stars.
As a river rock
Like an adult. Would you like to be an adult movie star? Would you?
Hold on.
Or
Like Johnny Sins takes the cake for that, so don't.
Are we going between like what's the ratio, like movie star planet or like adult star?
Or brothers?
Never ever.
So
Obviously not. Yeah.
I can't do stage acting.
Well, you should put your thing to
so you
talent.
wouldn't like theatre?
I'm too self-conscious for stage
You wouldn't
acting.
like theatre?
I don't like theatre. I feel like I'd just fuck up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do
words.
live.
I can't do it because I know I'd end up saying something either that isn't in the script or end up messing something up. And anyways, you have to be such a good actor.
So you bang on the money to be doing Broadway and stuff like that?
Broadway is heavy. Have you seen Broadway?
Yeah.
That is very heavy. You have to be absolute top tier, like acting to do Broadway.
Yeah.
You have to keep your composure even if you were getting shit thrown at you.
Screen acting.
Yeah, screen
is
acting is
definitely the thing.
The thing about screen acting though is you get a lot of shots there. Like you get to do the same scene like 10 times.
That's what I mean. Like I'd have to do the same scene about 10 times.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if I was
Live acting is
to do live acting, I'd know I'd end up like going wrong with something, and I have to kind of mix my words up and try and still go along with it.
Fair enough. So Adam, top of your bucket list.
I've said this to you before.
know you have.
I grow taller, but unfortunately I can't because there's nothing to do to grow taller. But at the top of my bucket list, probably
growth hormones.
yeah, they're like a lot of money for growth hormones, and plus it's pointless to get. You need to work out for them as well, for them to work. But I'd need.
Lazy bastard.
I work out.
I'm probably at the top of my bucket list. I'd really like to, it's not the top. I have many things that I want to do. Nothing's like overtakes anything. But I definitely want to do music in some way or another. Any type of music. I like making beats. I'm not good at it per se, but like.
Well, you don't have to be good at it for it to be a dream.
Yeah, I know, but like I don't know. I just
It's what a dream is. Like if you were the best at making beats, you would have your own. You would have your own songs. You would be tied to a record label. Like if no one's the best. Yeah, everyone has their own opinion.
As I said, it's not like something that I really want to do. It's just one of the many things. I don't actually have anything that overtakes the rest of the list. So that's that. What about you, Carl?
Yes, Carl.
Travel the world.
You said this last time. Come up with a different answer.
No, I said this last time. He
Come
said
up with
that
a
last
different
time.
answer.
You said it last
Come up with a
time.
different answer.
Nobody has heard of me
Say
say it last
something
time, but
else.
you two absolute ticks.
We know what.
You see, we should kick him off this just because he's such a cheeky cunt.
Get the fuck off this podcast.
Adios.
What do you mean like travel the world? What exactly like places would you like to go? Like the highlight for you?
Highly?
Yeah.
Probably the north of France.
What's in the north of France?
Just the north of France. I've heard it's a very nice place to go. Just like remember we
we have been in France.
When we went to Eau.
Yeah, that was sick.
Is it in the north of France?
Shout out to Eau. It's a little town in France. That's just a sick place.
And we went to
I'd
Paris.
like to go. I've always I don't know what it is about. Always wanted to go to Germany.
I've always wanted to go to Venice.
Germany is such a cultural place.
Always wanted. I actually was meant to go to Venice.
See lads, this is why I don't answer the question.
I mean, me and Adam was just trying to say something, but like, Adam said he wanted to go to
I
Venice.
get asked the question, then I go to answer the question, and then you just come up with your own answers of the own questions.
But I could have been in Venice.
I'm sincerely sorry. I like to apologise. I just like chipping in. So.
Man, just shut up.
Yeah, I know. COVID-19 ruined my trip to Venice.
I'm not going down that road. You said.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What's good about Germany?
That's very cultural, really, isn't it?
Yeah, did you ever see all that sausages?
Yeah, look at their
that style.
Wiener schnitzels and lederhosens, and their beer is actually.
I should say that.
Yeah, apparently banging.
Apparently, absolutely banging.
Yeah.
Justin. So I'd love to go to Germany. Another place that actually should have been going this year was Africa. We want to go to Africa. We want to see the safari.
Safari is one of the things I'd love to see. No, I'd love to actually go to the Amazon.
It's not a comment to the talk anyway, Evan.
Just putting an idea into his head.
Well, obviously, I want to go down under.
Down under.
I always wanted
Sick.
Right.
Just felt the need to repeat either. I know, I can just tell he's getting annoyed right now.
I do want to go to Australia, and I want to go to New Zealand. I want to travel the whole of Oceania because it's just beautiful.
I want to go to the Northern Lights.
Iceland.
Ooh.
Iceland.
I was just about to say Iceland as well.
Northern Lights.
Iceland.
If I was talking, I would have said Iceland, but like,
He's not allowed to talk.
not allowed to talk apparently. Shut the fuck up, we can kick you out of your own house.
Iceland is actually a very interesting place. It's interesting to the eye. It looks beautiful. Like I have been told with people that have gone there that
Alex.
it is amazing. Oscar.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So I'd love. Also, I really wish I had went Rome with the school. Rome is one of the places at the top of my list that I want to go to is Rome.
Me and you actually only talked about Rome.
Were we?
You've been to Rome.
I haven't been to Rome.
He didn't go.
Oh no, it was Luke that. Luke and
Alex.
Alex.
Remember me and you were talking about Rome and all the historical places that we can visit in Rome.
Yeah. The one place that I do want to go is Iceland. Everyone's been talking about going to Spain for a holiday next year.
Spain's
Everybody was talking about it.
everywhere.
Yeah,
no offense to
me
Spain
and
or
Adam.
anything.
No, that's Spain.
Yeah, but I think Spain
because it's
so
Spain. Everyone goes, and
The whole of
the
Spain just says shut up.
yeah, the whole island of Spain is just full of English and Irish people. Try and tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. But me and Adam decided I wouldn't really go to Spain because it's such a popular place and everybody goes there.
Everybody goes there.
And we both came up with the decision.
Oh, Iceland.
Iceland is a good place to go. At first I said Greece because Greece was such a good place to go as well.
About me, right? I'd love to go to Dam, and not for the reasons I'm thinking. I'd love to go Amsterdam.
I love Amsterdam.
I'd love to go Amsterdam because of all the canals and just the way it looks.
Do you know what?
But then again, if you do go Amsterdam, everyone at one point ends up trying to like.
I would agree with you there. I would agree with you. I would love to go Amsterdam just because it is a beautiful.
It looks
city.
like a nice city.
But you would need a bike or else you get a smack of them. It's either bike or be biked.
There's places that people go. The bridge in Amsterdam.
On the canals?
Certain bridge that everybody goes to.
On the canals?
Just the bridge. Like there is.
There's just a certain bridge that everybody goes and takes a picture of.
Bro, there is a million bridges.
I know, but there's just that one bridge. I see it everywhere. Your cousin, I think, took a picture.
Yeah, it's Evan. That bridge is everywhere in Amsterdam. It's the same bridge repeated on the canals everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, like just looks the same. I just thought it was the same.
That is.
But you know what? Okay, the Wax Museum,
Wax
is where
Museum,
everyone goes
actually,
as
yeah.
well.
And two sods.
What?
Do you have one of them? And do you have a Madam Two Thods, which is a wax museum?
Go to the Red Light.
Same.
That is.
But you know what? Okay, the Wax Museum,
Wax
is where
Museum,
everyone goes
actually,
as
yeah.
well.
And two sods. Do
What?
you have one of them? And do you have a Madam Two Thods, which is a wax museum?
Go to the Red Light.
In London. Have any of you been to London?
I've actually never.
I've never
ever
been in England. I've never been in
Never
England.
been. I've never
I've been in
been in-
Wales.
England,
I refuse to go.
as
to
much as like being a Republican, I should hate England. I don't know what it is.
I've been in Heathrow.
I have.
That's it.
So you've been in London?
Well, I've been in Heathrow, but I've never been stepped outside Heathrow.
Fair enough.
I haven't even been in England.
As
like,
much
in general.
as I should not, like, I have mixed signals about
Mm.
English, but the new generation of England of English people are actually nice and are able to get along with.
Fair enough. Let's call these old English
the
people.
Easter
We took
rising.
over Ireland. You know, yeah, that was.
Try it again. Try it again. Try it again.
Don't start.
We have a nuke this time. We have a nuke.
15,000 British forces
Man with guns.
and horses.
Anyway,
Shout Andy.
by the way, England don't attack us. We don't have a nukes. That was a joke. Ireland are poor.
Boris, do something. Boris, do something. Do something. Just do something.
Anyway,
They stole the London Eye. I was just saying.
also, can I just say, I fucking hate Russia. Man.
I fucking love Russia.
I love Russia. Russia is
Have
sick.
you ever seen the skyline of London? Like, have you seen pictures?
The London Eye.
I have.
Like, of the sky?
Of above, yeah.
It is
Do you
absolutely
know what? Do
amazing.
you know what this makes me hate England? Not hate England, but do you know what I dislike about England?
What do you dislike about
They
it?
robbed our fucking Ferris wheel.
They did.
That was
did.
their Ferris wheel,
Didn't they?
and now everybody sees it. Oh, it was England's Ferris
Hey,
wheel.
yo, Boris, can we have a back, you
Yeah,
know?
give it. To, don't you
Hey,
rob?
yo,
Don't imitate. Don't.
Just not even think he's robbed enough from us. Like,
hey, yo, Boris, pass me the Ferris wheel.
so many people.
One of that place.
off already.
Everyone.
So, welcome to the Zero View.
Yeah. Can I
There's a
just
place me and Carl 100% we'd like to go. I'd love to go see a Celtic match. I would love to go see a Celtic match.
I want to go to Edinburgh.
By the way, can I just say a big thank you for the people who've made it this far. We are on an hour and 14 minutes.
Hey, yeah.
There's got to be a lot of parts cut out in this though, so probably might not be an hour and 14 minutes for you, but yeah,
We have been recording for an hour and 13 minutes.
it feels like long.
It does indeed, it does indeed.
But
Lads.
you know what they say, when you're having fun, time flies. But when
You know what they say? God, there's a chance or come into my bedroom and take
Just shut
for an
up.
answer.
Just shut up. Just shut up.
shut the
Just shut up. Chill out.
It's been good having me.
By the way, for the people who get Ireland mixed up with Wales or Scotland, go fuck yourself. I'd like
Hey,
to point
hey. Leave our local
Our
Celts
favourite-
alone.
If someone mistakes us for Scottish, I will accept it.
Well, no,
I will
no,
accept
no,
it.
I
Leave
don't
our
accept
local Celts alone.
I don't accept that.
I will accept
There's
it.
a difference. We're not the same.
But we
Yeah, we are.
We're all the
Yes, we are.
We all come from Celtic backgrounds. So.
We all love.
Well,
We
not
all
the
love
same.
Scottish
We
people.
are not the same at all, but
If I see
We
someone,
just don't look Rangers fans.
if I see someone do like an Irish accent and they do some sort of Scottish or English accent, I guess you don't realize how mad I get. There's a difference.
Lucky Charms.
there's
Oh, yeah.
100% the fourth thing you say if you were the fourth two things if you say if you were doing it in an Irish accent is top of the morning to you,
Yeah,
laddie,
top of
or
the morning to you.
fiddly dee potatoes.
Yeah.
Something or else something about
When
leprechauns.
has any Irish person ever walked up and goes
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
Or when have you been walking?
Just walk up.
When
What's
have
the
you been
story,
walking
love?
down Moore Street and someone's selling bananas or something? You just go fiddly dee potatoes, and just like never.
Yeah. And we're not all small and ginger, only I am. Everybody else isn't. And
If
we
you
don't-
want to do a good Irish accent, you need to add strawberries €2.
Strawberries,
Strawberries €2. And then where'd you get
Liverpool, you know your face masks.
where'd you get them? Where'd you get them?
Fortnite face mask, €2.
Light up Skechers with bargain bucket.
I was gonna say.
KFC bargain bucket for us.
Oh yeah.
Get
The
your
first-
pair of flux here, 20 quid.
The first time I ever talked to an American person, they said to me that they were like Lucky Charms and all that, and I was like,
No.
Lucky Charms is an American product. It's not
Yeah.
Irish. We don't have that here. Well, we
If
fresh.
You can get
You
them.
can get
You
it
can get
fresh.
boxes of Lucky Charms, but not. I actually don't know of anyone here. I've had Lucky
I've
Charms,
never.
but I don't like. There's people that I know that don't even know what Lucky Charms are.
Really?
Like most people that I know, if you went up to your man and goes, "Man, will you go around and get me Lucky Charms?"
She'd hit you a box.
And we're back, and she genuinely, your man would hit you in a box and come back around with like rosary beads and a Hail Mary necklace and be like, "There's your Lucky Charms."
Remember everyone used to wear rosary
We're gonna have to like end this within the next 9 minutes because that's when my leaf chicken's gonna go off again.
Fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
how long are we recording now, boys?
And now it's 16.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Right, lads, I think an outro is here to be done. So, lads, what do you hope that we can talk about on the next episode?
I wouldn't know. I'd like for us to be more straight on topics. Like the way we dig deep into topics, like we were doing that with some sort of things there, here and there. I'd like us to do that way more often because we keep skipping through topics.
Yeah,
and
but
don't
I love talking about other things though. When you come onto one topic and you just think about something else, but like it kind of relates, but it goes onto a different topic completely. Kind of, it just happens naturally sometimes.
I'd like for this podcast to be easy for me to edit in post production. Just please be easy.
That's unlucky.
That's not gonna.
Very unlucky.
Anyway, no, I'd just like for this podcast to be easy for us all and to just keep going and everything to be.
If you want to see more podcasts, follow us on Instagram, D1 Podcast.
Yeah, give us a shout out.
If you are seeing this video now and you haven't already
That's
liked the video,
that's if you've made it this far
Yeah.
to begin with.
Nobody's
haven't-
gonna watch this whole thing.
if you've made it this far or you have skipped to the end, or we can see all you come skipping to
And
the
skip
end
to
just
the
to
end.
see what we're saying at the end, you might as well like the video while you're here. Like, you've clicked onto it, just like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and turn on post notifications. Oh, do I?
Share it on Twitter, reshare it with all your friends. Go ahead,
Share utter cancel. Do I look like a YouTuber? No,
Give us the
man.
hashtag D1 Podcast. Have it going out there banging. There you go.
Absolutely from Black Mark.
Absolutely sending it.
Sending it.
Sorry, do you take Revolut?
Do you take Revolut?
This
Me and the boys down in Arkwark.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
Sending
sending
it.
it.
I take Revolut on the mobile.
Lads, I need to go to rugby training, so can we hurry up and wrap this up? If this doesn't end up on Ends TV, did it ever happen?
No.
No,
No.
because they're not funny.
No, because Adam Rafferty doesn't actually follow our ends on Instagram, so
It has ends in the how we meant to follow them.
hit the follow button.
Yeah, be careful.
No, wait. You have to have one per video.
This isn't a video podcast. So,
Yeah, thanks basically for watching.
thanks if you have made it this far.
And-
I promise you I'll probably order you a 4-star pizza. €2.
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
the way
Carl, you
remember the
couldn't-
way
I won't pay for it.
Remember the way
You couldn't.
remember the way Leaf used that videos. And if you've made it this far, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you subscribe, I will order Apache pizza to your house. I will order Mario from Super Mario Bros to your house, and you will get 500 million euros. So that's just if you subscribe. That
That-
only happened.
See the little red
No
button? See that
clickbait.
red button down there? And it says subscribe in red.
I think we
Turn
made.
that.
For the word
I think
subscribe
we've
one
made
more
it clear.
time.
Put a box around that, man, and put the tick beside it. Just click on it.
Just click on it.
Just click it.
I think we've made it clear that we want them to subscribe. All right, we're
Right.
going. We're gonna go.
Right, lads. Thanks for watching.
Need that shit.
See you next week. See you later.
Yo.
Adios. Yup.